Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news right now. The NFL landscape is buzzing with rumors that could shake up the entire NFC East, and at the center of it all is the Dallas Cowboys. Word has it that Dallas is in serious talks to acquire Bijan Robinson from the Atlanta Falcons, and if it happens, it could be a game changer not just for Dallas, but for the entire division. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Another trade rumor. But this isn't just any rumor. It's potentially a blockbuster move that might redefine the Cowboys' offensive identity and elevate us into true Super Bowl contenders this season. Sources close to the situation suggest that Dallas has offered a first-round pick in the 2026 draft along with a third-rounder in 2027 for Robinson. And interestingly, some insiders say the deal is nearly done, even if nothing is official yet. Now, a lot of fans might be wondering, why would the Falcons even consider trading Bijan Robinson? Well, it makes a lot of strategic sense. After a disappointing 6-11 season last year, Atlanta is clearly in rebuild mode. They've got some cap space to free up, around $32 million for 2026, and they're looking to reset their roster after some injuries and roster turnover, especially with their QB Kirk Cousins missing 4 games last season due to a knee injury. Plus, with the Falcons trying to shed some salary and gather picks for a rebuild, letting go of their young, explosive RB makes sense. Bijan Robinson, at just 24 years old, is a dynamic force. His blend of speed, agility, and vision makes him one of the most exciting young backs in the league. His career stats are impressive. In 47 games, he's accumulated over 500 rushing yards with an average of nearly 5 yards per carry, along with 18 rushing touchdowns. He's also a reliable receiver out of the backfield, with 112 catches for nearly 950 yards and 8 receiving TDs. And last year, he was a workhorse. 17 games, over 140 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns, all while showcasing his versatility with 58 receptions for over 500 yards and 4 receiving TDs. His yards after contact are among the best in the league, averaging around 3.2 yards per carry after the initial hit, and he's known for breaking tackles, 68 in 2025 alone. Plus, his PFF run grade was an outstanding 88. 5, ranking among the top running backs in the NFL. What makes Robinson so special, though, is his explosiveness and ability to make plays happen on the ground and through the air. When healthy, he's a threat to go the distance every time he touches the ball. His recent injury history includes an ankle injury in Week 3 of 2025, but he came back strong, rushing for over 150 yards in 4 games after returning from that injury. His career yards before contact are around 18 yards, but his adjusted yards per attempt are about 12% above league average, highlighting his ability to make something out of little space. When compared to other elite RBs, Robinson surpasses them in yards after contact by around 15%, similar to Christian McCaffrey's versatility, making him not just a power back but a complete offensive weapon. Now, why would Atlanta be willing to part with such a talented player? Well, the Falcons are facing a tight salary cap situation, about $25 million in hits if they keep Robinson, and they're prioritizing youth movement along the offensive line and secondary. They've also dealt with some injuries, including to their Kyle Pitts, and there are rumors about possible trades involving other players to rebuild for the future. Atlanta's management is clearly positioning themselves for a rebuild, aiming to gather picks and younger talent, much like what the Giants did last year with Saquon Barkley, freeing up over $22 million and focusing on building for the long term. They're also trying to address their defensive issues, allowing about 28 points per game last season, and rebuilding their secondary and defensive line with the assets they acquire. Their projection for the salary cap in 2026 is currently negative by around $9 million without cuts, so shedding Robinson's cap hit makes a lot of sense for them. For us, the Cowboys, this potential trade could be a massive boost. Our offense has struggled to establish a consistent ground game, something that's been a concern all offseason. Ezekiel Elliott, while a Cowboys legend, is clearly past his prime, averaging just 3.8 yards per carry last year with a couple of costly fumbles. Bringing in Bijan Robinson would immediately transform our rushing attack, giving Dak Prescott a much-needed weapon in the backfield. Imagine Robinson behind our offensive line, opening up space for big runs and making our passing game even more dangerous. His ability to catch passes out of the backfield means we could diversify our attack, creating mismatches and taking pressure off Dak, who has been solid but needs more help. If Robinson joins Dallas, projections suggest he could rush for over 400 yards in the season, adding around 20% more EPA, expected points added, per run attempt. His versatility as a receiver means he can be used in a variety of ways, opening up the field for receivers like C.D. Lamb and Michael Gallup. This would make our offense much more balanced, something we desperately need, turning us from a pass-heavy team into a more complete, unpredictable offense. In fact, his addition could boost our third-down conversion rate, which hovered around 48% last season, and increase our red zone efficiency, especially in scoring TDs. Advanced stats from Next Gen Stats show that having Robinson on the field would add roughly 2-5 wins projected over the course of the season. That's huge. It could turn our offense from being ranked around 78 in offensive efficiency to over 92, making us much more threatening and less one-dimensional. His agility and quickness would help us beat stacked fronts more consistently, reducing our reliance on play-action passes and making it easier to execute complex blocking schemes. Plus, by alleviating some of the pressure on our offensive line, Robinson could help us avoid more TFLs, tackle for losses, adding more YBC, yards before contact, and improving overall rushing metrics. This move could have a ripple effect on our entire season's outlook. With Robinson, we're not just adding a talented running back, we're adding a game changer, a true X-factor for the playoffs. His impact on our win probability in key matchups would be significant. Simulation models show a plus 14% increase in winning chances against tough opponents like the 49ers or Eagles, boosting our confidence heading into December and January. This is akin to what the 49ers achieved last season when they acquired Christian McCaffrey, a move that ultimately helped them reach the NFC Championship and push them into Super Bowl contention. And speaking of the Super Bowl, let's talk about how this move could impact our odds. Currently, our chances of winning Super Bowl LXI sit around plus 80, which isn't great. But with Bijan Robinson in our backfield, those odds could plummet to around plus 30. That's a massive shift, turning us into serious contenders. Robinson's versatility and explosive playmaking ability would elevate our offense's efficiency by about 16%, especially in the playoffs, where every possession counts. He'd be the missing piece that helps us finally break through and make a deep run, perhaps even bringing home our 6th Lombardi trophy. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade gets finalized, but the signs are pointing toward a very real possibility. The Cowboys have the draft capital and the need to upgrade their ground game, and the Falcons are motivated to rebuild and gather picks. If this move happens, it could be the start of a new chapter for Dallas, one where we're not just a playoff team, but a Super Bowl favorite with a balanced, explosive offense led by a young star like Bijan Robinson. It's exactly the kind of move that can shift the entire division and send shockwaves through the NFL landscape. So, Cowboys fans, get ready. We might be witnessing a pivotal moment in our franchise's history. The potential addition of Bijan Robinson could be the spark that ignites our championship pursuit, turning this season into one for the ages. It's a move that could rewrite the narrative, and I, for one, am excited to see how this unfolds. Stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's hope that the Dallas Cowboys make this bold move to elevate us back to the top of the NFL. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Do you think this trade will happen? Are you all in favor of bringing Bijan Robinson to Dallas? Let us know how you feel. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with a move like this, we're set to turn heads and make a real run at that Lombardi. Remember, Cowboy Nation, we're all in this together. Let's ride this wave and see where it takes us. Because when the stars are shining bright, there's no limit to what the Dallas Cowboys can achieve.